Ready?
Ready, go.
Hi. Here's the real personality of Allison. Hi, I'm Allison Bring. I am the Event Experience and Sales Manager here at Zenia, Omaha. Let's show you around. The first area we're in is going to be our pre-function area. This room is going to be used for smaller intimate gatherings. It will be like this on a day-to-day basis, so definitely made for girlfriends, gentlemen, to all kind of come, hang out, have coffee, talk, have a smaller, more casual meeting if you'd like. But this also can be flipped and do up to an 80-person event in here with a catered meal. Catering meal would be moved to a different area, whether it's around our hallway or built into this ballroom. We can make this however you want, customizable. With that, well, we're kind of talking about it. These tables are going to be included with your booking. You have 10 of these cocktail tables, marble faux tops with brass base, so you're more than welcome to cover them with linen or leave them as they are. I will show you the ballroom. Going into our ballroom, this glass wall door will be frosted here in the next couple of weeks. It is made to create 2 separate spaces for the venue or for your event. So if you want it to be intimate for your cocktail hour out here or your small gathering, and then open it up to make bigger, you are more than welcome. Muscles. And this is the ballroom. In our ballroom, it is 22 feet high. All white for the most part. We actually have 3 different colors, all basing off white tones. So we have a snow white, an ivory, and then there is a little bit darker of a taupe tone. With our lighting in here, there are 3 different lighting systems. We have our normal candle lighting that comes straight down. We have our track lighting that kind of focuses on our walls. And then in the center, my favorite part, is our alabaster marble tile system. With that system, it creates more of a glow and an ambiance versus an actual light. Now, when it does get dark at night and you want those on, it does light up the room a little bit more, but it just kind of creates that glow. And then we have all of our natural lighting, which is super fun to have too. All 7 of these windows here can be blackout screened so that they don't pull any lighting in, but they're also really pretty to have open if you want to add just that natural element. This is perfect for your photographers because we did do white walls and white ceilings so that they don't have to worry about adding extra lighting. With your booking, you will automatically get 35 of these round 66-inch dining tables. You have 350 of the upholstered chairs, and then your linens are included with your booking. Full color wheel in the polyester blend. If you would like a satin or a silk, those are about a $10 upcharge, and we will do those for you. Still same color, full color wheel option for you, and your napkins are the same. Also, other inclusions that you're going to get with your booking with us are 10 6-foot by 30-inch rectangle tables and 8-foot by 30-inch rectangle tables. Anything past that, we can bring it in, but there might be an additional charge to you. Some other features to our ballroom are we have an in-house audio and visual system. So if you look at our ceiling, you're going to see we have multiple different speakers in there. We have up to 8 mics between our gooseneck, 2 handhelds, and 4 or 5 lapel microphone systems so that you can speak however you want throughout the entire room. And the way the system's built is there's never going to be any of that static overguard where you have that screeching because you're too close to the speakers or to another microphone or anything like that. Another feature though too is that we have our projector system that is built into it. So you have 2 different options of what you can use. You can use our wall system, so it blows the image up a little bit bigger, or you can do it on our screen system, which is a little bit smaller. Both work just great. When the lights are actually down, you can see the images. I know right now it's a little distorted, it looks a little bit foggy, but you're also probably wondering why the logo that's on the wall. Normally I would have a Zenia logo, but I wanted to also introduce All Holy Spirit Greek Orthodox Church. It is the church that actually owns all of the Zenia property. It was started a year and a half ago now. November of 2022 is when they broke ground, and they started building Zenia as well as their church. And so that is the reason for that logo. And then you'll see Zenia most of the rest of the time. Some other features while we're in here that you can kind of see looking through the ballroom is we have a giant grass area out here. Our grass area is about the size of a U12 soccer field. It is made to have outdoor ceremonies in it. It can accommodate, really depends on what you do. If you have a sailcloth tent in it, you can put about 200 people maximum. Without that, if we're doing festival style, you can probably get about 300 people in there, maybe even a little bit more, just depending on how you want to set it up. Here in our ballroom can go gala style up to 500. Wedding, about 380 to 400, kind of depending on your layout that you do and your dance floor, and some other different things like that, which I will help you with when we are working on your wedding or your event that you're coming in to do. So when you come out to our pre-function area, you're going to see it's kind of a T shape. With that T shape, if you go this way, you're going to go toward either our back house of things, which normally will be tented off, or you'll have some sort of a partition wall, so you won't be able to get back all the way. But we also have our catering is back here through our catering kitchen, and then we also have our restrooms. The first door right here as you're facing it, would be your left side, is a family bathroom. If you go down this hallway here, the first one, you're going to see their signs, but we do have a men's and a women's restroom. The women's restroom has an ADA and handicap stall, and there are 9 stalls total with 3 sinks. If you go into the men's restroom, it is 5 stalls, 1 handicap, 1 ADA, and 5 urinals. The other side of the bathroom wall, so if you go in on your left side, on your right side, you're going to see one of our breakout rooms. We will go this way to show you. And then down this hallway is going to be our administrative. So my office will be down there. There'll be a main lobby kind of hangout area in there, and then it does lead into the church. There's a set of double doors that will lead straight into that. I do not have access to that, and so you will not have access to that. We'll go this way. So that breakout room I was talking about, there are 4 entrances to it. It is made to be, eventually it'll be 2 rooms, but we made it purposely that if something were to happen, that anybody can get out pretty simply for safety reasons. And so I don't have all the lights on at this moment, but this room can fit up to 100. I would say 80 is probably the limit if you're going to do a seating like this. Right now it's set for 50 people. We had a meeting in here the other day, and so they wanted it to be a little bit more corporate, a little bit more minimal, so we did not put any table linens down, and we do have a different set of chairs if you've noticed. These chairs are kind of made at the discretion of the client if they want to use them. They are a little bit more utilitarian styling, but they are an option. I have 150 of those that you are able to use. In here, we do still have the natural lighting that goes out to the back side of our building. You're going to see parking lot. We have about 200 stalls total, so plenty of parking for our guests. And we have worked out agreements with some of the neighbors and community that we would be able to use their roads or their parking lots if we needed to accommodate more. This room does not have any audio visual in it. Being the size that it is, we purposely did not put any in. Your voice will project pretty well in here. We do purposely have this wall to be white so that a projector could be put up against it to show a nice presentation. We do have a TV on a stand. It is a 56-inch that you do have access to if you would like to have that instead. And then we do have a podium that we would bring in that has a built-in speaker system to it that has a built-in mic, and then the speaker's part of the actual stand of it that you would be able to use if you would like. You're going to see when you come in here that you really don't need it unless you're extremely soft-spoken. This room will be getting carpeting in the next probably month or so, so when you see it the next time, you're probably going to see it with a black, white, and grayish kind of abstract print. So another spot, we went into this room to see the breakout room. We have our water fountains, and then beside it, we have a mysterious door. This mysterious door came to fruition from multiple different people. It is a lactation or a mother's room. We purposely did it because what person wants to go into a bathroom and sit awkwardly in a stall to breastfeed or to pump or try to rock a baby to sleep, because that's the quietest spot to be in a venue. So in doing so, we decided that let's create a room. It's not far away from the entertainment and from the party, but it's far enough away that mom can hide away to take care of whatever she needs to do and then rejoin. There will be a basket of small toys in there eventually, so if kids need to be entertained, we are trying to accommodate the little ones too. So this is our administrative area. A lot of different things are going to be in here. So this area will never really change for events unless it absolutely has to. With the normal setup of in here, we have our kind of lounge area. Eventually we will rearrange it and there will be a coffee bar that'll get added. Right now, we just have it as comfy, cozy seating. We do have a front desk. This front desk is going to be where all of our Zenia representatives are going to be. So whether it's myself that's here for your event or it's one of my counterparts, one of us will always be there that is easy to find. We are within distance of the party, and so we can see what's going on through all of these windows, but we are also far enough away that we are not intruding on your guests or interrupting your special day. Through the double doors that I said earlier, does lead to the church. You can see it's closed off. You're not getting in there if I can't get in there. With this area also, this is perfect for, grandma and grandpa need a quiet space because the music's getting too loud at the end of the night, or the party's getting a little bit more rowdy than they wanted. They are welcome to come out here. Mom and dad need to put the baby down, or they want the kids to read a book or start to decompress for the night because they've been wound up on sugar all day. This is a perfect spot for that you can still hear some of the music and you hear what's going on, but it's just a little bit quieter. This also does kind of stem off into a little bit different. So behind this door here, straight in front of us, is going to be our conference room. That conference room can fit up to 24 people. I would put about 20 would probably be my cap in there. I say that because I had a meeting in there for 19, and some of the people that were there were a little bit bigger, beefier men in the construction world, and they fit just fine. If you have somebody that is 6'1" and my build, you could probably put 24 in there, but if you've got a little bit beefier construction guys, maybe a little bit less. And then the room that is on this left side, right now it is a shelved space, and eventually it will be considered a fireside room. So there will be a fireplace get added, some bookcases, things like that. It is definitely going to feel more like that man cave feel. Be perfect for a getting ready room eventually, be perfect for the little bit more intimate one-on-one type meeting styles if you needed it, or smaller conference type meetings that maybe it's your board of directors, so there's only 5 or 6 of them. If they don't want to be in the conference room, it's a little bit more utilitarian, that they would be able to go into our fireside room. And then through the door that is open right now, that door will normally never be unlocked. You can see there's a red bar next to the box. That is where my office is. So all of the offices are actually down that way. It will be a zero access for any guests that does not have a key card to get back there. Normally when you come in to see me, you're going to enter through one of the many doors. This is the main administrative door, but typically if you're coming to see me for Zenia, I will try to meet you at our normal door. You do have a back door option, so this back door will be locked 99% of the time. We will unlock it when we hit capacity that people are starting having to park on the backside, so that it just is an easy flow that way. But also as for just safety, that we will unlock this door, and this door for the most part will always be unlocked when there's an event going, if we can help it, so that if there was a fire or a disaster or something happened, that people would be able to exit the building in a timely fashion and we wouldn't have anybody getting stuck or any pigeonhole spots. So here we are, we're in the courtyard. The courtyard is one of my favorite spots right now because it's very neutral zone, but also it's just pretty. When you truly look down at it, you're going to see it has a lot of movement going on in it. Where we have this piece of plywood right now, that we have a medallion coming from Mexico getting placed. I think it's peacocks. I should know that answer and I don't at this moment, but I believe it is 2 peacocks, and then the courtyard will be stained to look like an abstract riverbed is the goal after. And so you're going to see blues, you're going to see some reds, you're going to see some browns and grays kind of integrated into this. Like I said earlier, this is a neutral zone. So Zenia is set up, or this campus is set up that the church has their side and Zenia has its side, and we work in harmony together with the church owning Zenia. It is just one of those that why not create a space that is for everybody and creates a harmonious feel. The administrative door I was talking about earlier is just straight back with our 450 sign on it. There will be more signage added to All Holy Spirit's church. It'll be more of a monument sign outside of it. It won't be anything attached to the building. And Zenia does have a sign going on its awning, currently getting finished as we speak, and that'll be going up, I would say, in the next 2 months. And we do have some monument signs, so when you are coming down 192nd, turning on to Harney to get back on 193rd to get to us, you're going to see move ahead to the grand entrance, and here is Zenia and All Holy Spirit. A fun fact about Zenia is the root word of it is hospitality. So as a client walking in, we want you, we want your guests, we want the janitorial staff and my staff to all have a good experience. And if they're not, we want to know why. Along with that, though, we have wildlife. So we have turkeys, we have pheasants, we have bullfrogs, and we have it all. And so when you come to Zenia, you might watch some geese walk by and hang out in the courtyard while you're having your special day. They are your party crashers, but they are who they are, and we welcome them with open arms because that is how Zenia is. Yeah. I'm like, I lost my train of thought. Back to badass.
Ready?
Fine.